Okay, so we're going to import some tracks into both Logic and Pro Tools here. And so first, in Logic, we're going to import the tracks from our gospel choir that we did, because it's kind of pointless to import the tracks from our GarageBand little project that we did, because they were already in Logic. So we're going to import something that was started in Pro Tools. And in Pro Tools, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to import our GarageBand project that was exported from Logic, and we're going to import that into Pro Tools. So we're going to go to the Finder, and here are all the files for our gospel choir, all exported from Pro Tools. And we're going to grab them and drag them into Logic. And it's going to ask us, do we want to use the existing tracks? Whereas if we had like all the tracks, 16, 18, 20 tracks available, that would work, but we want to create new tracks. It's going to create tracks for each and every file that we just pulled in. Yeah, so it's writing the overviews, it's importing everything in. As you can see, there's all of our tracks, and they're in alphabetical order, so there might be some reordering that we'll have to do and some panning and such, but we have all our tracks. They're all consistent, they're all in time with each other. Okay, and there we go. So now all the tracks have imported into Logic, and what we can do is, first of all, we can get rid of this original track that was here. We'll just delete that, and then we can go into our mixer and we can actually turn down all of our tracks at the same time. Logic has a nice little way of doing that. Instead of the all key like we had, the all group we had in Pro Tools, we just select across a bunch of them here, and now we can hit play. Okay, there's our familiar session. And so then from that point we can start mixing in Logic. So now let's go over to Pro Tools and let's import our GarageBand project in there. So now we have Pro Tools open, and we have our tracks that we exported from Logic before, and these are the ones that we want to bring into Pro Tools, not our CAF files, which are our loops or Apple loops, but our AFF files. And we'll just bring them into Pro Tools here and drop them into place. And we'll turn everything down a little bit there and hit play. And just like in Logic, we now have control over these different tracks. Yes, they all are audio now, but we do have independent control over our drums, bass, guitar, electric piano, and our strings. Okay, and so from there we can mix our project here in Pro Tools now, and so that's importing tracks to both Logic and Pro Tools.